Now in this one we're asked to solve this inequality 8x over x squared minus 4 greater than or equal to 0. And over here is the graph of y equals 8x over x squared minus 4. So when it says greater than or equal to 0, greater than is where the y values are above the x-axis. So up here is greater than 0, and then on the x-axis is where it's equal to 0, and then below it is where it's less than 0. Since it's greater than or equal to 0, I don't care about any of that. I'm only looking from the x-axis up. Now these are called asymptotes, which means the curve doesn't exist there. And the other point I need to find is this one right here. And that point is 0, 0. So I have everything I need in order to solve this solution, or find the solution. So here we go. This is part of the answer, where it's graphed above the x-axis. And so how far left does it go? That asymptote is at -2, and this one is at 2. So it's above the x-axis from -2, but it never ever gets to -2 because it's an asymptote, which means it doesn't exist, so I use the parentheses. But it does get to 0, and I do include 0 because that's where it's equals to it. So I use a bracket. And then it looks like from here, and that asymptote is at 2. So it gets closer and closer to 2, but never ever gets there, so it's not included, and that's also above the x-axis. And then it stays above the x-axis. If I extend it, it's going to keep on going, but never goes below the x-axis or touches it. So it keeps on going forever to infinity, and I can never include infinity, so I use parentheses. The only thing left is my union symbol to connect the two intervals, and we're done.